right, so do they regret hurting you? Which they better. But we're going to look into it today, and I have 4 piles spread out here. So I'm just going to go over the piles, and if you need to, just pause and take some time to see, which pile is calling to you. And if you feel drawn to more than one pile, that's completely fine. You can choose more than one. So starting off, we have this really pretty ocean jasper palmstone, ocean jasper palmstone. Pile number 2 is going to be this really pretty Labradorite palmstone. Pile number 3 is going to be a blue flower agate palmstone. This one is super unique. I love this one. It's so pretty. Pile number 4 is going to be flower agate palmstone as well. It just has a mix of blue and red. So we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. And if you guys like these crystals, all of these crystals that are shown here are for sale on my Etsy shop, which is linked down in this description box below, and on my channel in the information, the about part. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. All right, pile number 1, for those who chose the ocean jasper palmstone, we're gonna take a look and see if they regret hurting you. And just to let you know, my camera does kind of get blurry when it's trying to autofocus until the first card comes out. So just bear with me here. All right, so do they regret hurting, causing pain to my pile number 1s? Okay, starting off, we do have fulfillment of wishes, deception and envy in reverse, all right. Let's see. One more card here. Do they regret hurting pile number 1? All right. So I feel that there's 2 ways that I'm interpreting this spread starting out. So we'll see farther down the line what this is looking like, but we do have it's 6:16 on my clock right now, so those numbers may be relevant to you guys in some way, but I do feel like this person, when they reflect on the connection that they shared with you, there is a form of regret because it's like this person feels like you are their person or their dream person. Like you're the person that they have always been looking for, or it's just that you were really good to them. And the time that you guys spent together was fun. Like it was a lot of positive memories, maybe like partying together. It's just kind of like the vibe between you guys was something that nobody else can match. Nobody else can match your energy, and I feel like there is a form of regret here when because this deception and envy card is here in reverse. It makes me feel like they wish that they wouldn't have caused you hurt, betrayed you, lied to you. It's kind of like they do feel responsible for messing up a good thing. But I want to get some clarifiers here. So I'm going to clarify fulfillment of wishes. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I'm going to clarify deception and envy in reverse. And there is a strange energy that I'm feeling with this, firm foundation in reverse and choose wisely. I do feel like, you know, following along this regret that they hold on to or that they're feeling, they feel like they didn't make the right decision, that their choices led this relationship to come to an end. They feel like they do feel responsible for the relationship ending. But at the time when you guys were in a relationship, I feel like they were in the mindset of the grass is greener on the other side. It's like this person felt like there was something better out there for them, or they could have been just very much living in the present and not focusing on the future, or not taking this connection as serious as they should have. I don't feel like they thought that you were going to leave, or that this connection was going to come to an end. But I do feel like a little bit of a selfish energy when they were with you. It's kind of like, I don't necessarily want to say that they took advantage of you, but I do feel like your what it was that you brought to the table, those things that you offered this person, was kind of overlooked, kind of like they didn't pay attention to it because they were so focused on either the grass being greener on the other side, or fulfilling their needs, whether that's validation from others, sexually, emotional fulfillment from others. It does feel heavy, like validation, in a way of they kind of like their ego to be stroked. But, you know, it did, again, like it did lead them to sabotaging this connection, and they are reflecting heavy on like, wow, like I had the person that I was looking for, like it was running right in front of my face and I didn't see it. And it's like they wish that they could go back in time and make better decisions. Like they wish that they could go back in time and change what it was that they did to you, to change the outcome of the situation between you guys. All right, so I'm going to clarify rejoice and celebration. Yeah. Yeah, and this could have been, maybe not for all of you, but for some of you, this person could either have some form of like a drinking addiction, drinking problem, some form of like addiction when it comes to substance abuse. But honestly, what I'm feeling more with heartache and loss and this rejoice and celebration, it makes me feel like they may have been out like with their friends, like clubbing, somewhere where they were drinking, where they made this wrong decision, that left you feeling like hurt and betrayed. And whether that, you know, it's either them getting to know somebody else or doing something with somebody else. It could have been them lying to you, telling you that they weren't doing what it was that they were doing. But either way, it's like they are coming into this realization that it wasn't worth it. It really wasn't worth it. That, you know, that night of fun and like no responsibilities or no consideration into taking into account how this will affect their relationship with you, is definitely one of their deepest regrets of when they reflect back on this, when they think about this. It's like it was not worth it. That's definitely a lesson that they've learned here. All right, I'll get 2 more cards to see if they regret hurting you here. We'll get 2 more cards for pile number 1. Yeah. I feel like the message couldn't be any more clear. Yeah, I feel like ever since this relationship ended, or relationship, marriage, whatever it was, I feel like they've just been running into so many obstacles, because it's like so many things remind them of you. It's like when they were in connection with you, the they mainly saw people like their friends or people who influence them. So like content creators, but it feels more like friends. They saw a lot of people around them living the single life, going out, having fun, like mingling, getting to know people. And it's like, wow, that life seems so intriguing, so fun. And I just want one night of that. I just want a little taste of it. And now that you guys aren't together, everybody around them that kind of influenced them to make this decision, or motivated this person to make the decision that they did, those people are now in committed relationships, or they have families. It's like they have kind of outgrown that lifestyle that they used to live, that they once lived. And so it's like the big obstacle or challenge that this person is having is watching everybody grow while they're kind of being held back, again, because they didn't make a smart choice when they were in a relationship or that connection with you. And I do see that it's very difficult for them to let this go, the connection, but it feels more heavily that regret. It's really hard for them to let that regret go, and it's weighing heavy on their conscience. So don't be surprised if this person reaches out to you to tell you that they're sorry, because I genuinely feel like they do feel sorry. And again, it's completely up to you whether or not you're going to forgive this person for what they've done. But again, don't be surprised if that apology comes in. And this person reaches out. So pile number 1, that is the answer for you guys. I hope that resonated and makes sense. If it did resonate with you, please leave a like and let me know down in the comments that I can't speak today, in the comment section down below, how this resonated with you. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 2. All right, pile number 2. Do they regret hurting you? You guys chose the Labradorite palm stone. This is what it looks like. And we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading here. I'm just trying to move this so that the flash reflects, because it's so pretty. Okay. And then bear with me because my camera will shift, trying to autofocus. And once the first card is laid out, it doesn't get blurry anymore. So let's see. Do they regret hurting my pile number 2s? All right, so does this person regret hurting pile number 2? All right, starting off, mental conflict in reverse. I do want to say that the things that they never saw, recognized, or acknowledged when you guys were in a connection, they are now seeing them very clearly now. And I wouldn't be surprised if this person went through some sort of karmic, had to pay some sort of karmic debt where they were put in your shoes, but the shoes that you were wearing when you were in a connection with this person, I do feel like this person did not play fair at all. Yeah. And very similar to pile number 1, but this person, I am picking up on very selfish energy, very much like, I'm trying to find the right way to say this, working out of their ego, or very like egotistical. Like the things that they did to you, or I'm sorry, the things that they took advantage of, that they expected of you when you guys were in a relationship or, you know, a connection. It's like they felt like, this is a very like unhealthy, traditional view on how a connection is supposed to look like. But for like a man and a woman's, or, you know, whatever gender, but like what the roles are supposed to look like. And I feel like, you may have been overworked and stressed and overwhelmed and tired. And it's like this person expected these things from you. Like it kind of feels like you needed a break, like you needed their help a little bit. And they really were never there to extend their hand to kind of help you out, because they expected these things to be done. They expected the laundry to be clean and dinner always cooked when they come home. And they weren't very understanding, of your bad days, or again, when you were feeling very stressed and overwhelmed. It's like they weren't very open minded of what you were going through. It was just kind of like all about them type of thing. All right, tell me more about this. I do want to say that there's a feeling of, I feel like somebody, after you guys separated, somebody checked this person, like somebody put them in their place, that kind of forced them to see things a different way. From like, it's a very stubborn, perspective that they were in. And I feel like somebody got through to them, but because it's like, excuse my language, but it's like they kind of ripped them a new asshole. And I'm only laughing because it's like this is a part of their karma. But it's like somebody, it's like, in order for this person to learn, the universe had to teach them in such a drastic way, in order to get through like their thick skull, is what I'm hearing. Okay, then we have fulfillment of wishes. Yeah, I do want to say that I feel like they were overpowering and over demanding when it came to how they treated you when you guys were in a connection. And I feel like their mindset has shifted a little bit as to, what it is that they expect of another person. Their expectations were just very unrealistic. Um, but there is still a feeling of stubbornness here. So I don't necessarily want to say that this person 100% has changed. And maybe this separation between you guys is very fresh. It doesn't have to be, but, there is still this lingering energy of feeling, that people owe them something, even though they haven't done anything for somebody else. So clarify mental conflict in reverse, please. Yeah, again, I feel like somebody has, just put them in their place, um, for the egotistical person that they are. And I feel that somehow whatever was done or said to them, it's like they understand why, you left or walked away, or why this, connection fell apart the way that it did. They do understand that. They may struggle with, or they may have, grown up with like an absent mother, or have some sort of like mommy issues. I am picking up on that as well, because it's like, I feel that the thing that they don't understand or have yet to understand is why they always feel like this isn't enough. What they're giving me, what they're doing for me, it's not enough. Um, but so, though I feel like they're not 100% healed here, I do see them understanding, in a sense, of why you weren't happy with them or why you were so stressed out. Um, Man, but they're really holding on to this egotistical perspective. It's like they understand why, this would drag you down like an anchor. They understand why you left, um, but they're not necessarily 100% open, um, or like self aware. Um, they lack self awareness when it comes to this ego and this stubbornness. It's like they're really resisting change. So understanding, and I just looked at the clock and it was 21:21. So those numbers may resonate with you or with some of you, but it's, yeah, most definitely like, okay, I understand pile number two's perspective, but not really doing much to change. Or they still have yet to put in any type of action or work in order to change. They're just holding on to this so tightly because it makes them feel like I want to say like a man or like an alpha. It could be, any gender here, but it makes them feel this has a lot to do with masculine energy. And, we all have feminine and masculine energies. So I feel like this makes them feel satisfied, or I have to word it like this because this is what it feels like. It makes them feel like more of a man. All right, do they regret hurting you? Because though I understand, or I'm sorry, though this person understands why you walked away, why these expectations are a little bit unrealistic, this stubbornness of their ego is kind of that that barrier, like that resistance of feeling a form of regret. Because in order to feel regret, you have to acknowledge that you've done something wrong. And I don't know that I wouldn't say that they're 100% ready to accept that that they have flaws, or that there's something that they've done wrong that they have to take accountability for. It's very much stubbornness, resistance. It's really giving Taurus energy. They don't have to be a Taurus, but that hard-headed, like bull's type of energy is what I'm picking up on. So, do they regret hurting? Pile number two. For a lot of you, this is a fresh separation within like the last, I want to say 2 months, but the last 6 months, at max. Yeah, honestly, this person is not my favorite because it's like they're really avoiding. They're really avoiding this self reflection. Again, like they're really resistant to consider the fact that they're at fault, or consider the fact that there's aspects of themselves that need to be brought to light in order to heal them. That they, again, like that they have flaws, which is why they're not taking any forward movement to, which is, yeah, why they're not actively working on changing, why they don't feel a form of regret. Um, Yeah, they're not wanting to face it. This is something, it's like it keeps coming up and they just shove it right back down. So I'm going to get one more card for you, pile number 2. Okay, I guess we'll get 2. Okay, yeah, and I feel like they are trying to make some sort of breakthrough, meaning they are trying to move forward. They are trying to find that fulfillment of materialistic needs, that fulfillment spiritually, emotionally. They're trying to make that breakthrough. But I feel like they are going to be stuck. It's like spirit is like they have a hold on them and they're not letting this person move forward until they have this breakthrough of, oh, it's my ego and my pride that's standing in the way. Like, oh, the reason why I'm not moving forward is because of, this. I need to be open to taking accountability or self-reflecting, self-awareness, things like that. But until they get to that point, they're not going to receive what it is that they're looking for. They're going to be forced to sit in this energy until they have no other choice but to face their ego, that release of their ego, their stubbornness, their resistance, So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that made sense. If it did, please leave a like and a comment. I'd love to hear how this spread resonated with you. And if you want to, you can subscribe to my channel as well, as I'll be continuing to put out new content weekly. So thank you for watching, and I'm going to move ahead with pile number 3. All right, pile number 3, for those who chose the blue flower agate palm stone, this is going to be your reading. Do they regret hurting you? Right off the bat, though, before I even shuffle, I'm hearing it was for the better, and I'm feeling a sense of calmness with this person. It could be with you, use your discernment, but I am feeling this heavy. I'm feeling like, again, I'm feeling it from this person, but if the roles are reversed, you can go ahead and, interpret it that way. But I feel like you guys may have been separated for a very long time now, and this person feels like they've reached a point of spiritual enlightenment, a deeper understanding, and a form of acceptance. Like a lot of growth may have taken place here within you or your person that you're wondering about. So let's see. But who's ever like energy that I'm picking up on, it's very zen and I like it. So let's see. Okay, and I do want to say as well, bear with me because my camera does go out of focus until the first card is down sometimes. So the blurriness will eventually go away. Let's see. For pile number 3, does this person regret causing pain or hurting? Pile number 3. And for some of you, this isn't for all of you, but for some of you, I am hearing high school sweethearts. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. I spiritual union. It does give a heavy energy of spiritual soul ties, understanding the deeper, like the bigger picture, understanding why you guys crossed paths and what happened between you guys, and how this was supposed to push them to move forward into dealing with shadow work, like confronting it, accepting those aspects of them and of you, and healing. I do feel that this person does not hold any type of resentment towards you either. Like this person still has a special place in their heart for you. They do have a lot of love for you, and this came from understanding. Understanding and accepting what it is that they did wrong, and understanding and accepting of your reactions to their treatment, like your reactions to the way that they were when they were with you. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is a connection that ended a long time ago, and it took a long time for them to get to this point. I will say that, and I feel like the pain and suffering that was caused in this connection really forced them, like after the separation, to do some soul searching here. Again, that's why they are at they're at where they're at now, because of this soul searching that they did, the time that they took to reflect and heal. I do want to say that this connection feels very much like fire and water. It feels like very twin flame, chaotic type of energy, like an energy of you guys mirroring each other's flaws back to each other, causing a lot of conflict. It does feel like very up and down, but it feels more like very passionate, but also very intense. A swing of emotions, a swing of energy with between you guys, and it did feel very unbalanced. Again, because you guys, it does feel like you guys were mirroring each other's shadow side, like to each other, or each other's flaws. So let's clarify the waiting game here. Okay. Intuition, let's clarify. Okay. Spiritual union. And solitude in reverse. Okay. The damage that was done was very dark and very deep. It cut really deep. It does feel like ripping off a band-aid that was like super glued onto the skin. Painful, and I feel like the way that they were forced to do this soul searching is like they were very much stuck in a very, very dark place, because it feels like their other half was like ripped from them. It was such a safe space, like a comfortable space with you, but it just wasn't healthy. It was very toxic. And yeah, they were at a very, very low point in their life when you guys separated. And they sat in that energy for a while until they're like, I just can't sit in this energy anymore. Like, I need to do something. Yeah. And I feel that, again, like they do have a lot of love here for you. They do look back on you in such a positive light, because if it weren't for you in this relationship, they wouldn't be at this place that they are now. They wouldn't be at this, like, such a place of like healing, calmness, inner peace, like Zen type of thing, type of energy. They are so thankful for being able to have that opportunity to have you in their life, so that you were able to teach them these things about themselves. And on top of that, Wow, there's a lot of twos here as well. We got 2222. That may be significant. This could be some sort of soulmate type of relationship, but if it's over, it's over. Use your discernment, you know. But soul ties, like this was destined to happen. Like this was just like written in the script type of thing. There was no way around this happening because it just really shot both of you into some sort of like spiritual understanding or spiritual ascension here. Um, and there still is some sort of like spiritual tie between you two. And I feel like this has something to do with like an inner knowing of how this other person feels. Like they have an inner knowing of how you feel or how you're doing. Type of thing, or you have that for them. It could go both ways as well, though. And I feel like there's a form of telepathy here, too. It's like getting lost in your thoughts when it comes to this person. And I don't feel like it's an obsessive type of, thinking about this person. It does feel like once in a while or once in a blue moon, they come to your head and it's like, you kind of go back and forth in your head, almost like a conversation, but it is like a conversation between you two. And there's this inner knowing that you guys are connecting with each other. There's also an inner knowing of how strong the spiritual connection is with one another, whether that's with you or with this person, or both of you guys recognize this. And give me 1 second. I'm going to pause the video to plug in my laptop, and then we're going to continue clarifying. All right, so a couple things. I am hearing "In Another Life." It's a lyric from like Katy Perry or something, but that's not relevant here. "In Another Life" is relevant in a way of this person. When they think about you or the connection you shared, it's like they're looking at it again with this deeper level of understanding and acceptance. And they're how do I word this? It's like they know that maybe in a future life, in the next life, whatever they believe in, it's like in another life, you guys will be able to come back together balanced and completely healed. It's like, and it's 37:37 on the timer when I said that, but it's like in another life they know that you guys will reconcile once again. And I do want to say as well that it's not that they don't feel bad or regret what happened between you guys in the connection. I feel like for a long time they did have a heavy feeling of remorse and regret for what went down. But regret is a feeling of still needing to heal, missing that closure. It's kind of like a surface level understanding, a 3D feeling of not understanding. It's like regret is an unhealed feeling of I want them to come back so bad, like not being able to accept and let it go and go with the flow type of thing. And again, it's like I feel like they have ascended in such a way where this regret no longer lives inside of them, because it does mess with their it throws their inner peace off balance. And again, it's not that they don't feel bad or that they don't acknowledge it. It's like they do, but they're more thankful of you and what went down in the relationship, again, because they have learned and grown so much because of you. They're very grateful, again, of having this opportunity to experience this connection with you in this lifetime. I'm going to get 2 more cards here. Okay, so I do feel like they think about you a lot, but again, not in a obsessed way of thinking. It's like they do think about you, and when they do, it's in such a understanding and loving light. again, they have so much love for you, but they understand if it's not meant to be, they need to release it. And if they release it, and it's not meant to be in this lifetime, it's going to happen in another lifetime, because they know that you are like their soulmate. But on a soul level, there's a lot that needs to be fixed and healed, until you guys reach that point of we match each other's energy on a healthy level, and now it's the time to come into this spiritual union with each other. So pile 3, that is how your person feels about you. So I hope that helped. If it resonated with you, please leave a like and a comment down below. I'd love to hear how this resonates with your situation. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe, as I will continue to put out free readings weekly. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 4. All right, pile number 4. For those of you who chose the red and blue flower agate palm stone, this is your reading. So we're going to go ahead and get started. But right off the bat, I always shuffle cards in between before I set them up like this. And I was hearing, as I was shuffling, switch up. Like, we need to switch it up, which makes me feel like for some of you, this person did like a whole like a 180 or 360 when you guys got into this connection with each other. I feel like there is a good possibility that for some of you, this person could have been chasing you for some time, and then once they got you, in a relationship, it's like the chase was done. It was over, and they kind of lost interest, or the person that you knew wasn't there anymore, just like slowly faded away into somebody like more of like a stranger. And you're like, what happened? Like, I thought that, we were doing good, or I thought that you loved me. Like, why are you treating me like this? And I do want to say as well, bear with me as my camera struggles to focus until the first card is laid out. So if it gets blurry, it's only going to be temporary. Let's see. So does this person regret? I don't like their energy. I'm gonna say it. I don't even have any cards out here yet, and I can feel it. It's icky. It is. And I am hearing you're better off. And I'm feeling strongly that you're, and I think this may have came through in pile number 3, but it was a completely different energy. I feel like your spirit guides are really, like strongly telling you that you are better off without this person, because their energy is so icky. I'm sorry, but it's icky. Okay, does this person, oh my gosh, I'm hearing revenge. Jesus. Okay, does this person regret, oh gosh, hurting pile number 4? Their energy keeps getting more, like, I'm picking up on it. It's so intense, in not a good way. It's like, yuck. Okay, emotional loss in reverse. I have to say, I don't know what happened before you guys came into this connection with each other, in a relationship or marriage-wise, however this worked out. Oh God, but I'm feeling this energy of, it's like they felt like you caused them pain in some way, and it's like once they had you, oh my God, it's like once they had you, their plan was to make you feel the way that they felt. This hurt for some reason that they felt, they wanted to make you feel that. It's giving like tit for tat and eye for an eye type of thing. Does this person regret hurting pile number 4? I'm really struggling to continue with this reading because I'm not a fan of this person's energy. Like, I am not a fan. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my gosh, wow. Suffering in silence in reverse. And this is not going to be an easy message to hear if you are still hurting over this person. We'll get more into depth, but I'm seeing like it made them feel good to see you hurt. It made them feel good to see you going through these emotions that they once went through before you guys came into connection. And again, I don't know what happened before you guys were like in this relationship, but it's like they, oh my God, they are almost like evil. It's like wanting this revenge, holding resentment. It's like, again, wanting to, no, again, it's like not feeling bad about what they did. Or in the moment, when you guys were in a relationship, it's like not feeling bad about knowing that they hurt you. And I'm seeing 7:07 on the clock. I do feel like if this person has not received the bad karma that they have created for themselves, they will receive it heavy. Heavy. This is not okay. This is so fucked. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but what the fuck is wrong with this person? Wow, like, it's giving narcissist, it's giving manipulative, emotionally, physically, mentally abusive, like, ick. Does this person regret? Okay. Oh my Lord. This person struggles to see or to understand what they did wrong. Like, what? It's like they justify it. Like, this person felt like the scales were unbalanced because of you. So, in order to balance out the scales to get even, they in their head, to feel balanced and to get even, it's like they needed to cause you this pain and suffering and this hurt. And it's like they're I I don't know why, like, who put them in this energy or why they're feeling like this, as in like not understanding that what they did was wrong. And see, I say this because I don't know if you told them that, or if their friends are telling you that, or if they see, I don't know, you posting about it on social media. They don't understand what they've done wrong. They don't understand, like, that you didn't deserve it. They feel like it was justified. Yuck. Gosh, yuck. Okay. Recognition and reward. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Narcissist vibes. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. That, wow, like heavy emotional, mental, even could be physical abuse, heavy mind games. Heavy mind games. God, like egotistical abuse of power, like, this is the emperor in reverse. Oh my Lord. Like, I just really don't like this person. Yeah, it's like they felt, oh my gosh, they felt good about kicking you when you were down. Like, it made them feel like, they were above you, like they had the upper hand. It's like this person is very, like, they have control, like power hungry issues. This person's awful. I'm so sorry, pal number 4, that you had to that you had to go through this, because I'm really feeling the pain like in my heart chakra here, and I feel like that's the damage that they did to you. It's very painful. It is very painful, and it's very painful to hear this as well, like from my perspective and from your perspective of how can somebody be so malicious and cruel and not feel bad. Oh my gosh. And this person is so unhealed, so very like, oh gosh, just working out of such a low vibrational energy. Like, this person needs some serious therapy. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the karma that they're gonna receive for, wow, for doing this to you. Let's clarify mental conflict here. Yeah, again, I don't know who put them, who got them in their head or made them. I want to say got them in their head in a sense of somebody told them like, that's not fair, or why would you do that, or that's not healthy. It's like, whether it was you or one of their friends or family members, like somebody told them something about like what they did to you wasn't okay, wasn't justifiable, something like that. And it's like they don't understand like why. They don't understand why, and why you were so hurt or impacted, like why you were heartbroken. This could have been their energy while you guys were in a relationship too. It's like them doing this to you, treating you this way, and then not understanding, here it is, it's refusing to understand your pain, again, because it was like justifiable, like they justified it in their head, like this is what you deserve. And then they felt like once you got quote unquote what you deserved, why are you playing victim now, like why are you crying now? It's just so fucked. Like, this mindset is so backwards. Okay, anything else for pile number 4? Does this person regret hurting them? Okay, I'm getting a couple things. I do want to say the first thing is that they felt that after they got what they wanted, or once they felt like they have gotten their revenge and things were balanced, it's like they felt like they would just be able to continue forward, no like consequences of their actions, like no repercussions. And I feel like they're kind of in a padded box where when they try to move forward, they just bounce back to where they were. And there is frustration there, trying to understand why, feeling like, you may be the cause of that, but maybe you're the cause of it. It's like blaming you. They're blaming you. They're not looking at themselves. They feel like you have some sort of like control over that situation, as well as or it could be one or the other. But the second thing I'm picking up is this person sees you moving on or moving forward successfully, like really healing that wound that they caused within you, and leveling up because of it. And this person is wondering why it's not happening to them. because again, like, this person feels like they did nothing wrong. Um, and they also are wondering why you walked away, or why you are no longer attached to them or attracted to them. That part really has them in their head as well. Um, and if you left this person, if you were the one that walked away, it's like it really took a jab at their ego, and they don't understand why. Like, they're like in a victim mentality of like, poor me, I didn't deserve that. Why would they do that to me? But like, hello, God. um, Oops, hold on. Um, I had some cards fall on the floor, but this one showed its face. So let me get one more card, and then we'll read those. And I think I'll be done shuffling after that. Let me just get one more card. I do want to say that this person is watching you have your breakthrough. Not being no longer emotionally attached to them, no longer begging them to pay attention to you. It's 7:17 on the clock right now. That may be significant, and we have 7:1 here. Anyways, wondering why or how you moved on, how you had this breakthrough. Like, they're watching you, and the more that you move forward, the more that you continue to grow and be happy in your life without them, and they don't have you wrapped around their finger, they don't have control over you anymore, the more they feel an imbalance. Like, again, it's like, poor me, that's not fair. Like, I was the one that was treated bad. Yeah, and then we have the balance that came out basically sideways. But again, it's like definitely like a confirmation that the scales are balanced now, but they are just refusing and resisting to look at it in that perspective. Like, they're just so selfish and so ignorant. I feel like the best way to describe this person, apart from everything else, the highlight of this person, of their a description of their personality, is ignorant, 100%. And they're going to sit in this energy until they understand. And it's like a cycle that spirit is going to throw them into, of being in your shoes over and over and over again until they understand. So they're also feeling like victim, poor me mindset, because they may have even entered a cycle with somebody else or multiple people who treated them the way that they treated you. And then it follows with that mindset of like, poor me, like, I just get hurt, like, these people keep hurting me and I don't deserve to be treated like this. But they do until they understand that they were a shithead when it came to you. So pile number 4, that's your reading. I hope that it made sense and that it resonated for you. If it does resonate, please leave a like and a comment down below. I'd love to hear how this resonates with your story. And if you like my content, feel free to subscribe, as I'll continue to post more free readings throughout the week and the weeks to come. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best on your journey.